And welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and you can call me Ruben because that is my name. This is my review for Futurama, the 11th season. This isn't the first time that Futurama has been brought back. It was cancelled way back when, and then it got revived. And now it has been a decade since we've had new episodes, but we have 10 new episodes coming weekly on Hulu once again. And I'm here to talk about the first 6 episodes because that's what critics have been given access to. What I need from you is 3 things. If you like this review, or if you like my channel, please show some love in some way. That would be awesome. Who's your favorite character in Futurama? And do you think they need to stop bringing shows back, or are you here for it? Let's chat below, but for now, let's jump in. So for those who aren't familiar with Futurama, it follows the slacker delivery boy, Philip J. Fry, who falls into a cryogenic pod. I think it was January 1st, 2000, and wakes up a millennium later with nowhere else to go. Fry meets with his only living relative, Professor Farnsworth, who hires him, the alcoholic robot Bender, and the one-eyed woman Leela. Obviously, we have other characters including Zoidberg. The thing about the new episodes of Futurama, after we establish where we're starting from and that the professor manages to somehow introduce us back into the world, and with his sci-fi gadgets, he makes things go right again for us to be able to have new episodes. The thing about it is it just feels like Futurama. It just feels comfortable and exactly how it's always been, which is an amazing thing to do. Between the dialogue and the characters that we know and love, nothing has been changed. The animation has stayed the same. They look like the characters. There's no real changes in their character designs. The voices are back as well. For a while there, we didn't know that we were going to get Bender back, and what would the show would be without the voice of the original actor who plays Bender. Everybody's back doing what they know best with these characters. It feels like they never left, and that's what you want when you're doing a revival. Not even a revival series, just kind of coming back after so many years. The balance between what Futurama is and the heart that the show had is still in here. So they always reflect at a society in a way, kind of talking about some of the big movies that there are out there, the society, satire, comedy that is there. And then it's the heart of the characters. So between Leela and between Fry and the friends that he's made, his wife, they have come a long way, and we still have all of that history, and there's still all of that heart there, but the characters are still doing their stupid stuff. Like Bender is still the alcoholic and the rude one of the bunch, and Zoidberg is going to do stuff that's not okay. That is all in here, but at the same time, the satire comedy is in here. For example, there's a parody episode of Dune, and it harks back to some of the original kind of comedy moments from the original series. That is great. So they point back to stuff that worked, and then we have some jokes that don't quite land. They're okay, but there's not going to be an episode in here that you're not going to enjoy. Apart from the nostalgia of seeing your characters and your friends back on screen, there are genuine moments where you will laugh because of the reflection of the heart that we've already established, but what they're reflecting back is the satire comedy of their society jabs, or point at, and you're nodding along or laughing going, yeah, that's so true. Those kind of moments are here, and it only works because they still have those relationship moments. So for those 6 episodes, I think this works best when they're reminding us or talking about stuff that's gone before, the jokes that always worked, or the characters that are reintroduced back to us, some that you're probably not expecting to see again, which appear. And then the stuff that they reflect back at today works for the most part. I would say that it doesn't always land, but that's okay. That was probably the case for the original. There are some episodes that I thought were fine, not brilliant, but for the most part I loved seeing the characters and what they were going to do, what they were going to get up to. There are particular arcs with characters that we know and love that I think works well. Nibbler's character, I wasn't expecting a heartfelt story, well, as heartfelt as you can get with what characters get up to in this show. There's a Christmas special that brings back Coolio's Kwanzaa bot. It's a tribute to the late rapper. I think what carries it is the Leela and Fry's marriage, how they're adjusting to that world, their new lifestyle. They've got to know what it means to be married, and that is kind of the heart of it. So in amongst that, we have their individual episodes, and there's one particular one where friends of theirs are having babies, and that comes into, you know, part of the discussion. It's always coming back to this relationship, so they're still doing the work of those individual episodes, and then the larger arc of the relationships that is the heart of the story. The animation's there. When you hear that theme tune, obviously they've not changed that, but man, it just gets stuck in your head. You know, like ding, 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 ding. It just goes for it. You feel comfortable with it. You breathe a sigh of relief. It's like, yeah, Futurama is back. Thoroughly enjoyed what I've seen so far. Obviously, I can't give a full review yet, but it would be up on the 4 Nicolas Cages out of 5. Really funny, really good, really poignant, and just feels like it never left. So if you were worried about this, I don't think you need to be. I think this is going to tick a lot of people's boxes that were fans of, you know, the original episodes, and feel like, hey, this never went anywhere, right? Which I think is an incredible feat to do, considering how long they've been away. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long on Tuesday.